Welcome to Baphomet Bible, episode number 40. We're going to talk about some synchronicity up in this video and how I bought this key, this Playboy key, on Sunday. I paid $15. I bought this Playboy key. And then I made a video, and that same day, Hugh Hefner died. So where is Hugh Hefner's soul? We're going to talk about that in Baphomet Bible. I'm just going to sum it up really quick. Hugh Hefner his fucking soul is like walking around the earth right now. Or he could have found his way and been in some like different fucking dimension right now. Like a really cool place and be creating shit with his own mind. But then if he was unable to come to that conclusion of that level of consciousness, he just got reincarnated. He's a little fucking baby right now. That's what happens to a lot of people. They become a baby. But Hugh Hefner, he was on a whole nother level. That dude was big fucking pimping. That dude was. And he's gone now. But that video that I made that same day, there has to be a reason. There has to be a reason shit like that happens. But it's a white rabbit. You remember the Matrix when it says follow the white rabbit. Wherever the white rabbit goes, and you see the white rabbit, for me, it's talking about higher consciousness and seeing through the veil what people are trying to fuck you up with and teach you some bullshit or lie to you, lead you astray. It's all about following the white rabbit is snapping out of the matrix. And you're pulled out of it. And you can, when you're out of the matrix, you can finally exercise your own thoughts and think for yourself. And no longer is someone like a puppet master fucking with you and trying to control every single move that you make. Rest in peace, Hugh Hefner, because he was the one that said, fuck it all, I'm going to show some titties in some magazines. I remember when Hugh Hefner was going out with those two blondes. They were like twins. They were twins. Unless they just put up a lot of makeup on. They were hot. Had big fucking tits. That dude, he lived in a time where people were... Who knows what the fuck was happening? I don't even know what the history is anymore. I just know that there are subliminal messages and shit that goes into your subconscious mind and begins to infiltrate you. And let me just sum it up. Sex sells. Sex is what sells. There's other energy sources that you can tap into. It's almost like a keg. And you tap that fucking energy source and you start pulling out all the energy. So we have sex. We have death. Let's talk about the energy of sex and death. Those are two big energy sources. And then you got, if you show like a Lamborghini or something, it's like desire. You want the fucking Lamborghini because it looks badass and it shows off in front of other people. because a lot of people don't have it. So if you do have it, it makes a statement saying, hey, I reached a certain fucking level. Yeah, I went to that auto auction, and there was a Lamborghini there, and it had like, it was white. I think it was a Gerardo or something. The Lamborghini Gerardo. And there was gold wheels, but it looked like they just spray painted it. It kind of looked shitty. But I would still drive it. It's a badass ride. Totally forgot what this message is. So we're just going to say it's Baphomet Bible, episode 40, whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Shit really fucks with your head. You start telling kids that, and then you stop their sexual drive, their sexual urge, that innate animal instinct that is in every single person. You tell them that you can't use it, suppress it, and then there's no creativity, they cannot be artistic, they're unable to do certain things, and it begins with suppressing people's sexuality. With suppressing people's sexuality. That's where it begins. And then people can't, and then it's domino effect. Everything ends up fucking up. Because you need to be able to express yourself in every area of your life. And something that is an animal instinct, like having sex and fucking, you need to be able to express that. And that's how artwork comes. And even certain moves, if I'm dancing, I'm doing some certain fucking moves and getting sexy in this bitch. Like, people don't want that. They don't want you to suppress, they don't want you to express yourself. Because there's power in that. And then other people will see, and they will pick up on the power, and then it will empower them, and then it will cause a domino effect. And then everybody will be empowered, and then heaven will come down upon this earth, and there will finally be peace. There'll never be peace. That's alright. It's alright. You just have to realize the state of the world and the way things work. You can't look at the world the way that you want it to be, but the way that the world really is. So I have to take a grasp and just realize the way the world really fucking is. And this is a badass fucking key now. The Playboy bunny. You gotta follow the white rabbit. Wherever the white rabbit goes, you follow the white rabbit, because that is the path to enlightenment. That is the path out of the matrix, out of being enslaved, working for someone else. It is the path to finally empower yourself, be independent, self-sufficient. You are the boss, where you have people working underneath you, so then you're the fucking slave master. You're out of the matrix, you know how the shit works. And then you can begin fucking with people and using them as puppets, but it's all in your soul. If you're a heartless motherfucker, well, then you're going to be fucking with people. Or you might want to help the world and raise the consciousness and then pull other people out of mind slavery, whatever you want. Okay. But you are infiltrated on a daily basis with subliminal messages and putting thoughts into your mind, thought forms, implanting this shit into your mind, and then it goes deep into your subconscious. And then what happens is you begin reflecting it in the way that you're living and in your daily life. Whatever you implant in someone's mind, you put the thought form into their mind. For example, Christianity and Jesus, getting people saved. You implant this into your mind. Obeying the laws of God just because you want to, just because you love Jesus and he fucking died for you. So you want to obey the laws of God and you don't want to fornicate before you get married, and you can't commit adultery or look at porn or smoke pot or drink alcohol and get drunk and then get in a fight with someone at the bar. You can't do these things, even though it's extremely fun to get drunk and then fucking punch someone and tell them, hey, motherfucker, you're talking shit about my mom. Suck my fucking dick. That's like human nature. These topics come up. What can I say, right? But Hugh Hefner was cool. And that's why I was compelled to make this video. Because there's people that'll say that Hugh Hefner went to hell. Hugh Hefner was closer to Jesus than you will ever be. Hugh Hefner is closer to Jesus than I am right now. Duh. He's closer. He knows the fucking truth. And he had some hot ass bitches with those big ass fucking titties. He had that shit. So he knew some spiritual knowledge that I don't know, because look at me right now. I don't have some hot ass to my left right now. I want some hot ass. If any ass wants to come over and we can get down and I can fuck the shit out of you. And I can be like Hugh Hefner with the little fucking Playboy keychain. But it says that whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. Again with this crazy fucking shit. This crazy fucking shit. Fucking up the way the people are thinking. Condemning the motherfucking people. Holy shit. And then it impacts every area of your life. Because if you start saying some crazy shit to people, people believe whatever they hear and whatever they see. So if you write something and you write it in the manner of it really happened, people will believe it. And even if you make a video and you state these things as a fact and everything is real, you just create something in your imagination and you bring it out and you pretend that it is reality, people will believe it. They believe whatever they see and whatever they read. And people are led by their emotions. I'm led by my emotions. I admit it. I do crazy, stupid fucking shit when I get tied up with my emotions. That's why I gotta follow the white rabbit. The white rabbit. The white Playboy rabbit. And fucking Hugh Hefner died and shit, man. He was old as fuck. That was an old ass man. I wish he was at the old folks home, man. Old ass Hugh Hefner will be coming up to the front like with some bitches. Like, yeah, Brian, you got my newspaper? Yeah. Baphomet Bible, episode number 40. I'm just going to keep on going. Fuck it. Fuck it. How about another beer? How about another beer? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Let's give them something to talk about. Talking about beer, beer, beer. Let's give them something to talk about. Talk about me. Hey, hey. Yeah, this is dedication to Hugh Hefner. Way to clear the energy of the beer, you put a mantra into it. The most beneficial thing would be to say the fucking mantra into the beer 108 times. And a mantra is just repeating a fucking vibration over and 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 over. That's a mantra. You're just repeating the same thing over and 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 over. And then you can even use the mantra and over, and then you could summon the spirit of and over, and then it can change your fucking life. But anyway, you could say something into the beer, and I like to vibrate the Om sound. The Om. That sound will actually change the atoms of the water and do some crazy shit. But I actually do the money chant over the water. And I do it over the beer. I just do it one time. And then hopefully the atoms just go back into place after one time chanting. So you go into the beer, and the most beneficial thing would be to do this 108 times. And I'm not joking. If you research this on YouTube, it's about like the vibrations of music and sound, the vibrations coming forth from you can change the atoms of the water, like beautiful vibration. The water molecules start to go back into place, and then if you look at it under a microscope, it looks like beautiful crystals. But then most of the water in the tap water, it looks like all like fucked up, like really disfigured, like someone came through with a hammer and just fucked it up and just beat it up a little bit. But then once you start vibrating into the water, then these vibrations change the structure of the whole entire atom or whatever the fuck it is. But it looks like a snow crystal and it's beautiful. But you need to put the vibration into the beer because, like, even with this beer, there's a skeleton on the front of it, which fucks up the atoms of the beer in the inside. So you need to change the atoms of the beer in the inside because this is fucking skeleton beer. You don't want the beer to fuck you up. So the most beneficial thing for you to do would be to do the Om sound. Om. But I like to mix it with the money mantra. Om Lasukon Misharo Brizzy Shri. You can feel the vibration going into the fucking beer. That should be changing the atoms and making the atoms of the beer look like snow crystals and beautiful. Because when you first get it, it's going to be all shitty because there's a fucking skeleton on it. It's changing. It's like death, pain, pain, suffering. But then that's why you need to put good vibrations into the beer. Oh. See, and then that beer, it's almost like holy water now. Because I just vibrated some cool shit into the beer. And then it did something to the atoms. Something happened. The atoms are like, what the fuck? Vibrations. That's what happens. The vibrations move. The atoms move from the vibrations. And that's what holy water is. Now it's holy water. It's not skeleton beer anymore. It's holy ass fucking water that actually makes you healthy when you drink it. Hugh Hefner, this is a tribute to Hugh Hefner, the man that was big pimpin', and he had those two sexy blondes that looked like they were twins, and they had big tits, and he was fucking them. Hell yeah, I would like to have the Playboy mansion and then be Hugh Hefner, but not actually be him. Be myself, and then have everything that he had. Now that would be awesome. Because everyone is an individual. I don't want to be anyone else except myself. But it would be nice to have the things that Hugh Hefner had. And to live that life, have that. They have that Gerardo, the little cave, and then crazy shit happens in that cave, supposedly. Who knows what the fuck happens in that? You know what the fuck happens in that cave. Crazy shit. Crazy shit happens in that cave. And it's still going to happen because that Playboy mansion will keep on going on. In the spirit of Hugh Hefner, he is a legend now. Just like Michael Jackson and Michael Jackson, just like all these fucking people, like Tupac, Michael Jackson, and Hugh Hefner, they're balling, man, balling, fucking legends, forever. Elvis, whatever these people set up, they're still shit, and they're gonna be remembered forever, because they did shit. They got down to business, and that's what we all need to do. We need to get down to business and make our name fucking great, because then it's not about after we die. Fuck that. I can't enjoy after I die. I'm just going to be floating around as a soul like Hugh Hefner, or I'll get reincarnated. Maybe that's what I don't want to. I don't want to get reincarnated. Because supposedly, then you'll just keep on living the same shit over and over, and you want to transcend to another state of mind, another plane of existence, nowhere to go. So then you die, and then your soul comes out, and you're like, oh, I know what to fucking do. Some people will be like, holy shit, what the fuck's happening? But you need to be prepared for this shit. Nowhere to go. And then have a decision. Because everything is about making the decision, and it has to be you, that you're putting your own self and making your own decision and knowing what's happening and not being just manipulated, fucked with, and making a decision based upon what you've been told. Hugh Hefner, cheers to that fucking dude. Because he was showing titties in those magazines and people were getting all pissed, and he just kept on doing it. And he just kept on showing it, and he got all the girls together because he knew that sex sold. And he's like, hey, I'm going to take pictures of your tits and then put them in a magazine. So anyone that says that they don't like Hugh Hefner, just shut the fuck up and just look at what he was doing. He got girls to show their fucking tits in the magazines. Like, I could do that. I could call up some girls and then be like, hey, I'm going to make porno with you. Because now you need to take it a step forward. But before, like Hugh Hefner, people are going to hate on him and shit because they just got religious beliefs or whatever. But in the beginning, Hugh Hefner just wanted the girls to just show themselves in the bathing suits. He's like, yeah, just show them your elbow. It's almost like with the shawl where people cannot show their head and their hair. Hugh Hefner is like, well, I'm going to come out with a magazine. And the girls, they're going to show a little bit of their leg. and they're gonna show their like elbow. And that's how it began. But then it transcended, and then pretty soon they were whipping out their fucking tits into the camera. And then guys were like, holy shit, holy fuck, I see a titty. And then they were going crazy. And that was in the beginning. But things transcended from then. And now people look at it completely different. This is 2017. This is 2017. You better get with the program. This isn't like when Elvis first came out and he was shaking his bottom half and people were saying, oh, you can't be on TV. I mean, there are people on TV with dildos on their fucking heads doing their own thing. And then no one cares. They just let everyone do their own thing. But it was cool that Hugh Hefner was in the beginning and he put those bitches in the magazine with their titties hanging out, because everyone likes to see like when you got the tits in the shit and then you flip them out. You fucking flip the tits out. And then that's what Hugh Hefner was about. He was like, you better show those tits being flipped out in the video or in the magazine. It doesn't matter, but that is what people want to see. And that's the message of this video. People want to see the sex and the things that generate a shitload of energy. And there are animal instincts and things that people automatically respond to. And that's why studying yourself, you're going to come to the conclusion, well, I know how to make these emotions get jumbled up inside of people so they start feeling these emotions that I want them to feel. And you're going to begin to see what to say to certain people and how to get their thoughts moving in a certain direction, because that's what you want to do. But it's like Star Wars. Do you want to use it for evil like Darth Vader, or you want to be like Luke Skywalker and be like, fuck that, I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to do a little bit of Darth Vader and fucking Luke Skywalker. A little bit of both. You gotta mix it. It's like the yin-yang. The yin-yang. I'm not wearing the yin-yang right now. I got the red jasper symbolizing the number 9 and the planet Saturn in the sky. Cheers. Cheers to what's his name? The guy from Hugh Hefner. Playboy. And I made that video the same day that he died. And I bought this key for $15 and it's badass. And then this thing is a keepsake for life, motherfucker. See, it's worth $15 because once you show it in the video, then it becomes priceless. Video is just like music. You create the music and then it trails away, and then when the song's over, it's over. Just like the video. You can actually remember what happened in the video, but then once it ends, it ends. And if you really like it, you watch it over and over again. So you got to watch this video over and over again. Watch this video over and over again. Watch this video over and over again. And that's what mantras are. You just keep on repeating something and you're programming, you're using auto programming into your mind, and you're putting certain principles or whatever you want in your life to manifest. You start telling your mind, this is what I want, and you keep on repeating it over and over. So that's your mind automatically starts getting directed into that space, into that place. It starts getting directed into the direction that you want. Baphomet Bible episode 40. Baphomet Bible episode 40. And I don't even want to quit taping. So we already changed the beer to another frequency. This beer is sanctified. It's like holy water right now. It is the holiest fucking beer on the whole entire earth. Because I went Om La Sukon Misharo Brizzy Shri. So that's how you anoint it. That's where the real holy water comes from. The whole principle. You're not going to anoint holy water just doing this in front of it. You need to use the vibrations coming from your mouth and use the soothing sounds to make the atoms come back into place, and then they start looking like snow crystals when you look at them under a microscope, because it's beautiful sound and the vibration that is putting them back into place. And that water is healthy for you, and it's good water. So drink that real holy water and not that fucking fake holy water. You just have to go, This video is for Hugh Hefner. Cheers. Because I bought this key the day before he died, and then I made a video. And now it is classic, and it will last forever. Baphomet Bible, episode number 40. What am I going to call it? Playboy. Hugh Hefner Playboy tribute, or I can call it Baphomet Bible. Whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. There's so many different things I can call it, but thank you for watching. This was an epic fucking video.